Yup, yo, what's going on, guys? I'm back with another video for you guys. So this time,
Two guys, a girl, and the thing that nobody wanted.
And as you guys saw from that clip, go check out Fan 4 Stick, the 2015 Fantastic Four. Absolute cinema. This is peak fiction right here. This is probably the best superhero movie that Marvel's ever cooked. Shit, that's my bad, guys. I was just goofing around as usual. But fuck it, let's lock in. So I did manage to go see Fantastic Four First Steps last month. Or actually, no, what am I saying last month? I actually saw it later this month in August. I didn't go see it the day it came out last month in July. But yeah, you know what? It's whatever. It's still a good film. 10 out of 10 masterpiece. This is easily the best adaptation of the F4, you know, the F4 family, and this is a pretty solid casting as well. And overall, this movie is just
fantastic.
Say that again?
It's fantastic.
Yes, it is.
fantastic cinema. So like I did mention earlier before in this video, I will be drawing the F4, and for the duration of this video I will be, you know, explaining the process, guiding you, just giving commentary as I, you know, show you time-lapse clips that I've collected for this video, and then I will simply explain the process of each drawing of the 4 members of the team. So I will be explaining each step, each process I took from start to finish. And without further ado, guys, sit back, relax, grab some food, snacks, popcorn, go chow some koso, whatever, and enjoy the show.
It's clobbering time!
It's catchy, right?
Okay guys, so for this drawing, I'm going to be starting off with Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic. And basically in this drawing of Reed, I'm going to have him do a pose where he's putting his 4 fingers up, so he's kind of recreating the 4 meme that everyone's been seeing online with the whole Fantastic Four memes and all that. So basically for this drawing, I also want to have him incorporate the use of his powers. So maybe for this drawing I'll try make it look like he's folding his arms almost, but he's also like stretching them at the same time. So once I've got that done, I'm just gonna get started on his face here. Gonna get started on the eyes, the beard, then later on I'm gonna move on to the hair. So I'm gonna use a blue pen tool, I'm gonna use a blue color for my pen tool, so this way I can come up with a proper outline of where I need to place shadows and add colors and shadows or shading in specific areas and all that. So I'm just gonna get my color palette here for the suit as well. And in terms of designing the suits, they're basically gonna look the same because they are a team, and it is to show like unity in the team, hence they're called Marvel's First Family. So basically, as you guys saw, the 4 logo is gonna look the same on all their suits. Nothing's really gonna change, except I will add some like minor details on their suits. So here I'm just gonna draw Reed, add some details and textures, not textures, but I'm gonna add some details to the beard, make it look more realistic in a sense. Well, I'm not trying to adapt a realistic style in this drawing because it's just not what I'm used to in my own art style. So here I just wanted to try something different, and in a sense I almost wanted to take inspiration from the art style from Marvel Rivals, hence that's what inspired me to even make this drawing video for the Fantastic Four. So here I'm just gonna use a blender, add more details and textures to the hair and just play around with the different rendering techniques. So I'm gonna add some more details to the white parts of his hair, then add a little bit of that, add more blending techniques. And yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing for Reed here. Just gonna add more highlights. Yeah, well, yes, highlights kind of, because I wanted to also incorporate different dark sources and light sources for this drawing, and I will follow the same process or procedure for the rest of my drawings. Or as I'm drawing Sue, Ben, and Johnny, then I'm just gonna add some details to the gloves on his suit. Just add a bit more blending techniques there, blending here and there. So yeah, guys, as you guys are watching me go through this process, or as you guys are watching this process of my drawings, you can tell how much time and effort I really put into these, and also trying to make sure I don't make any mistakes. Well, I can easily like undo or erase them here, but I don't want to like make mistakes where it would have been very tedious to just try and rectify them. And yeah, so we should be almost done with the suit design for Reed. Just gonna add one more change here, and there you guys have it. We are done with the drawing of Reed Richards. Now let's move on. So here's the drawing of Reed. Let's move on to Susan Storm. Okay, so here we've got the second member of the F4 team or family. We've got Susan Storm Richards, the wife of Reed Richards and older sister of Johnny Storm. So same here with the drawing of Reed. I'm gonna have her in a pose where in this drawing she's gonna make use of her powers while I'm gonna display usage of her powers. So here I'm gonna make it look like she's conjuring force fields, and maybe even try and incorporate her invisibility powers, or her powers to turn invisible, and then still incorporate force fields in this drawing. So I just want to get the proportions. So I'm gonna try the Loomis method on the head so I can determine where I'm gonna draw the face, or where or in which direction she's gonna be looking. So I'm already starting with the hair, gonna make it blonde, gonna fix up the edges a bit, then I'm gonna draw the skin or the head, whatever. Gonna fix up the edges there too, then I'm gonna draw the suit. So like I did say before, as I was drawing Reed, with the suit not much will change. Well, here for Susan, the only thing I will change about the suit, well, her suit specifically, is the collar design. You'll notice later on in the drawing it's not as wide compared to how I drew the collar design on Reed. The little blackish collar part there. You'll notice that it's not the same size or same design element as Reed's costume. Well, but you will see that both their suits do look the same, and you'll notice that Susan has like these two white pieces or white waist pieces here on the suit. Then I'm gonna draw the Ford logo. Yeah, it's not really gonna change that much because it's basically the same design. I'm gonna draw the eyes now, the eyebrows. Just gonna fix these up. Now I'm moving on to the lips. Oops. the eye colors. And those little blue circles that I've drawn will be the force fields, so I will get to those. Now I just want to add some more details on the suit, just to make them pop out more, or stand out more, if I should say that. So we're going to add more shadows to the gloves. Gonna fix up those edges there too, so we don't blend the colors together. Add some shading over here. Then we're gonna add some lighter shading too, just to give it that nice contrast. Because with this technique where I will add some shading and then add a light source, sorry, not light source, but we'll add some light cell shading. This is to like help me get that comic book effect, and that's basically what I'm trying to capture with these drawings. And you guys will see it here with this drawing of Susan here. Just want to fix up these edges here too. I forgot to add shading here by the color. And there's that. More light shading here by the torso as well. Then I'm gonna add some shading on the skin color. So I'm gonna try to make it less intense, but make it look like there is a light source on her right. Basically, that's what I'm trying to capture with this drawing here. So yeah, I'm just gonna add different shades, and I'm gonna add some shading over here by the forehead. Add more details there. So now it's gonna look like she has a light source coming out on her right side. And then if everything goes well with this drawing, I will try find a way to make it look like she is not just using one of her powers, that being invisibility, because she can make force fields too. So I'm gonna try to incorporate that. We'll just do some final touches to the face. And then redraw the eyebrows. I'm gonna make them a bit more darker. Then I'm now moving on. So here, like with this cell shading aspect here, it does look a bit brownish. It doesn't look blonde, but it's gonna help with trying to make her hair look more detailed but still remain accurate to how she looks, especially like with her various appearances in the comics where she's famously known for having blonde hair. So we're still gonna try stick to that. So I'm gonna add some highlights here. Well, they're not really highlights, but it will help determine that these are some light and dark contrasts that I'm trying to make in terms of capturing the detail of her hair, and to almost give it that shiny look, kind of, or make it look straighter in a sense, because I did draw her with straight hair here. So I'm gonna add the whites here, then over there. Then I'm gonna add the same blending technique I did for Reed. I'm gonna apply it here with Susan's hairstyle. Just let me add some more details here with my paint tool. Add more blending. And more blending over here. Yeah, this process does get a bit tedious, especially if you accidentally like blend some of the colors together like I did just now, where I sort of blended the browns with the blacks and navy blues of this drawing, and it does get a bit tedious to try fix it up. So here I'm going to use a light effect here. I already have the outlines in black. Then I'm going to add the force fields, and here we go. This is our drawing of Susan Storm, and you will notice, there we go, I did manage to make her somewhat invisible in this drawing. But yeah, hopefully you guys like it, and now let's move on to Ben Grimm. Okay guys, so now for this second last drawing, I'll be drawing Ben Grimm, aka The Thing. So as usual, to start off, I'm gonna try get the proportions right, try make them as, let me not say accurate as possible, but at least make it look like Ben Grimm from the comics. So I'm gonna try to resemble his comic appearance here to a certain extent, but still draw him in my own style, basically, because that is the goal of what I was trying to achieve in this video. Draw the Fantastic Four in my art style, but see if my style has really changed, because like I said in the previous video, my style of drawing is probably gonna be changing up pretty soon or whenever, but not too drastically, if I must say. But yeah, so here I'm just gonna go over the details. Just gonna add details for the suit. So yeah, again, the suit, okay, well, because Ben he's not really wearing a full suit, so I can't really say it looks too different or it looks relatively the same. Okay, it kind of does look the same in terms of the design. Well, there's especially with the torso design, there's a blue segment that I'm gonna fix up now with the blacks as well. So now I'm just gonna add the black segments, gonna add the full logo, then I'm gonna add the white lines to break up the black and the blue, just like how I did for Reed and Sue in the previous drawings that you guys saw just now. So now we're gonna go work on The Thing's rock-like skin. So yeah, I'm just gonna exaggerate his shape a bit. Gonna work on the eyes. Fix his smile or grin, smirk, whatever. Then we're gonna go on to the details in terms of the textures. Sorry, no, not textures, but shading, yeah. For his rock-like skin. And I'm not gonna, well, I was thinking of adding shading to all the rock drawings I did, but that would have taken way too much time. So, and this video is already pretty long. I mean, we still need to get to the Johnny Storm, and then I need to wrap this video up real soon, but that's besides the point. So yeah, okay, adding some detail here. I'm not really sure I chose the right type of orange, especially given the contrast with the darker and I guess flat color I chose for the thing. So I don't know if it will look as good. Maybe I might change it up, but I'm still gonna do some shading techniques and rendering here. And then I will just lock that layer and add a color over it, so I don't get too bothered by how it looks in the end. So yeah, I changed up the that shade of orange, so now it looks more muted in a sense, but you will see later on. So I'm gonna try and make it look like his skin is bright orange, because yeah, in the comics and I guess other media, even in the movies, his skin isn't like that orange. It's more of like it's a very like light orange, even in the comics as well. But yeah, aside from that, we're gonna fix the suit, gonna add some blending techniques to the arms, and I'm gonna try and make sure it does not overlap with his suit or the tank top vest thingy he's wearing. So there's that. Just break up the blending here, add some blending to the white part, the white line of the suit, then to his shoulder. Let me fix those edges up, then add the 4 logo. And yeah, guys, that is the drawing of Ben Grimm, aka The Thing. Yeah, I think this is my favorite one so far. I really like how this turned out. Yo, let me know in the comments. Let's move on to Johnny. Okay, so now the final drawing. We're drawing the final member of the team slash family, Johnny Storm, aka Human Torch, Sue's younger brother slash Reed's brother-in-law, whatever, but that's besides the point. I don't know why I'm dropping comic book lore midway through this drawing, but yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna fix up the hands here. And funny enough, for this drawing of Human Torch, I was initially gonna have him do the 4 meme, the 4-hand meme, but I don't know, I don't think it really suits Johnny compared to like Reed. Yeah, I think that suits Reed more, and also because like his name is Mr. Fantastic, and you know, it's the Fantastic Four. In my head, like in my like personal head canon, it always made sense for me to, you know, see Reed doing the 4 meme, or just doing the 4 pose, especially in that iconic comic book panel. I'm not gonna show it up on screen here because obviously I'm still drawing Johnny, but I'm sure you guys know what I mean, and you guys have seen from the various times I have been teasing this video, which should have been out last month already, but that's whatever. Okay, now I'm fixing up the eyes, nose, eyebrows. Let's give him a smirk to, you know, highlight his personality of being like this cocky and also outgoing person, because that's how he's usually like depicted in like media. Let me just fix his suit up. Okay, maybe I might change up the way I drew the smile, because I wanted to like portray him as, you know, very confident looking, because yeah, he is portrayed to be a very confident character, so I wanted to like try capture that here with Johnny. So let me just fix up the suit. So same thing here. It's not gonna look too different. Like some parts will be broken up in different segments, especially you'll notice on the arms that there's a black segment breaking up the arms. But then for Johnny's suit, not only is it a black segment, there's also like those white lines, just to show difference in the suits. So I just didn't want to, you know, do a copy and paste of everything, and then when you guys are watching this video, you just see me drawing the same suit over and over again to a point where it just becomes tedious. And nah, we can't really have that now. So yeah, let me just add the full, fix up the color here, his face now. Now moving on to the hair, and I will try not to spend too much time on it, because given how this video is going, it is pretty lengthy. It is a pretty long video than I had anticipated, which I still need to edit later on, and that is not fun. Well, editing is fun, but if it gets tedious and there's specific things you want to like keep cut out, yeah, that is not fun at all. Fix up his eyebrows a bit. So now we're adding the final details to his face, and then I will also add details to his hair as well, if I do have the footage there. Or I'll probably just edit it out, because I don't want to spend too much time on this video, because yeah, now that I'm looking at it, this is a pretty long ass video. Well, this is like my longest video on the channel, so I don't want to spend too much time doing details on Johnny's face here. And yeah, apologies as well if I do sound tired, because yeah, it's 11 p.m. as I'm recording this, and then I still need to edit this video later on if I'm not busy with school or assignments. But yeah, who am I kidding? I'm always busy with those things. Okay, so now adding details to the suit, and yeah, and in terms of like difference from the other members, you know, from Reed, Sue, Ben, yeah, I don't think I really changed that much in their costumes. Yeah, not much has relatively changed. I mean, you guys have seen previously from the thing drawing, Ben is literally just wearing a tank top vest with the number 4 on it. But yeah, and then I don't know, Johnny's suit, I was gonna give him sleeves, but I don't know. You guys will comment down below, like, if you would have preferred for me to, you know, draw him with sleeves or without sleeves, because, and also because it kind of made sense since his powers are literally fire and whatnot. So initially I was gonna, give him sleeves. Yeah, like short sleeves, but yeah, I didn't want to like change too much from their uniforms, because yeah, you'll notice in the final thing that in the final drawing with all four of them together that they do look somewhat similar, or yeah, somewhat similar in design. So here I'm gonna draw a flame here. We'll make it look like he's using his fire powers and that he's somewhat engulfed, because well, initially for Johnny here, I was gonna draw his body fully covered in flames, like fully on fire, because for each of these drawings I wanted to like display the four of them essentially using their powers. So yeah, my initial vision for this design was to have Johnny do the full meme and then have his body engulfed in flames essentially. So here I'm just gonna add a glow effect after adding my gradient tool. So we're gonna add a glow effect, turn down the opacity. Gonna do the same thing for this flame drawing here. Change that. Glow effect, turn down opacity. And that is it for my Johnny Storm / Human Torch digital drawing. Now let's see the four of them in one final artwork that I made, and then let's conclude this video. We finally have the Fantastic Four. We've got Marvel's First Family.
Okay.
All in one drawing together. All four of them look pretty fantastic if you ask me. And yes, I know I did use that word a couple of times, but seriously, on a serious note, I am super proud with how this drawing turned out. We've got Reed doing the four meme, Susan doing using her invisibility powers and her force field, Johnny engulfed in flames, and then there's Ben. I should have added a speech bubble where he says it's clobbering time or whatever, but I don't know. I didn't want it to ruin the image, but hey, maybe you guys would have liked it if I did add a speech bubble where Ben said his iconic catchphrase where he says it's clobbering time or whatever. But hey, that's just me, and I don't want to keep you guys here for any long. This video is already long as it is. It is way too long for me to just add in any last minute changes. So yeah, guys, as always, we're reaching the end. Let me know what you thought of this video, what you thought of my drawings of the Fantastic Four, and as always, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for those who are new, and share this video around so I can make more videos like this and get notified for when I upload new content too. And yeah, guys, that is it for now. If I do have any videos or any drawings I want to do or post on the channel, I will post whenever I am not busy and when I'm not tired, because I am super tired right now. It is almost 11:45. It is nearly midnight at this point. So yeah, I'm just really tired, guys. And yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Stay safe.
And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Have a good one.
Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the bell to get notified when I upload new videos. And I'll see you guys soon. Peace.